The taste of vintage champagne was a poison I couldn't swallow. It sat heavy and cloying on my tongue, like the metallic tang of a dying battery. My fingers trembled against the stem of the crystal flute, borrowed, like the designer heels and the man who was supposed to be standing beside me. As the orchestra played a waltz for a ghost, every upbeat note felt like an accusation. Every pitying look from the socialites in the front row was a needle under my skin. I checked the phone hidden in the folds of my red velvet gown. The notification burned like a brand against my palm. Account seized, federal hold. My breath hitched. This wasn't just a jilted bride's humiliation. This was a calculated execution. I looked toward the ballroom's gilded entrance and felt the wrongness in the air, the way the shadows of the caterers were too rigid, their eyes scanning the room for a target. The ballroom doors exploded inward. The sound reverberated through the crystal-draped hall like a gunshot, silencing every laugh, every clink of silverware. Heads snapped toward the entrance in a single terrified motion. Even the federal agents reaching for my wrists froze. He entered like a storm given human shape, tall, broad-shouldered, flanked by two men whose black suits were so stiff they looked like Kevlar armor. But it was the man in the center who stopped my heart. His tuxedo was midnight black, the kind of silk that absorbed the light of the chandeliers, and his face was a masterpiece of chiseled, predatory beauty, all sharp bone structure and cold, unwavering intent. But it was his neck that made my blood turn to ice. Beneath the stark white of his collar, black ink curled upward, the jagged tail of a dragon, the mark of the Lim Syndicate. He was the monster the finance world whispered about in hushed tones, and he was walking straight for me,